Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Friday morning, and we finally have got to the end of this week. And of course, today is October the 18th. And I hope you had a great Thursday. I hope you had a great day. I hope that you were able to kind of start, working toward getting ready for the weekend and maybe winding some projects down or whatever the case may be. And now God has blessed us with the breath to breathe, here on this Friday morning, and right on the threshold of another weekend. And I certainly hope and pray that this morning finds you feeling well. Hope that you're well rested, and hopefully you're ready to tackle the opportunities that God has richly blessed us with here on this Friday morning. And so anyway, this morning I want to share a devotional with you this morning entitled "What to Do When Your Work Conflicts with Your Values." Colossians chapter. I'll read that in just a minute. I'll read that verse in Colossians. But when the prophet Daniel was in captivity, if you remember back to the story of Daniel, right at the beginning of the chapter, or the book of Daniel, he was trained for service to King Nebuchadnezzar. And, as part of the program, he was ordered to eat food, from the king's table. Now, on the surface, that sounds good, doesn't it? But you see, Daniel believed that this rich food would defile him and his friends. And so he respectfully appealed, the order by suggesting an alternative. Daniel humbly approached the guard who'd been assigned as a steward over them, and he said this in Daniel chapter 1, verses 12 and 13. "Please test your servants for 10 days. Give us nothing but vegetables to eat and water to drink. Then compare our appearance with that of the young men who eat the royal food, and treat your servants in accordance with what you see." Now the guard agreed to Daniel's proposal. Now here's what happened in Daniel, again, chapter 1, verses 15 and 16. At the end of the 10 days, they looked healthier and better nourished than any of the young men who ate the royal food. So the guard took away their choice food and the wine, and they were to drink, and gave them vegetables instead. Daniel and his friends, you see, impressed King Nebuchadnezzar more than any of the other students. And so they were chosen, to serve the king. God honored that, honored their devotion. You see, when you, like Daniel, are asked to do something that conflicts with your values, you see, you have a choice. You can react, with defiance and disrespect, or you can respond with a humble, respectful appeal. To make a successful appeal, you see, you need to have a good reputation already. People in authority need to see you as someone who's responsible, consistent, and loyal, and have a good attitude. That was true of Daniel, which is why the guard, trusted him enough, to grant his appeal. The Bible tells us in Colossians 3, verse 23, it says, "In all the work you are doing, work the best you can. Work as if you were doing it for the Lord, not for people." As Christians, we should strive, do everything we can to have the best reputation in the marketplace. We should be known as, the most responsible employees, the best citizens, the hardest workers, and the most trustworthy and consistent people. I mean, here's the deal. If you slack off at work, but then, when you're asked to do something that violates your values, and you say, "Well, I can't do this because I'm a Christian," that's kind of the wrong message. No one's going to take you seriously. You see, Daniel's story, I believe it shows that being consistent, being responsible and being faithful earns the respect of others. And when you have that respect, in the workplace, you'll have an open door to make an appeal, to suggest an alternative. when you're asked to do something that conflicts with, your convictions. And that's the way we need to live our lives, in the secular world as believers in Jesus Christ. We need to live it respectfully and live a life that's honorable to the Lord, that will bring honor to Him. And so anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Friday morning. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. But as always on Friday, I'd like to tell you, if you find yourself close to Hydro on Sunday morning and you don't have a place to worship, come join us at Hydro First Baptist Church. We would be thrilled and love for you to come and worship with us. But anyway, remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you soon. God bless you.